20 years ago when Buffalo General Hospital wanted to convert the east side, well not the east side, but the Fruit Belt community into a medical campus, the Department of Strategic Planning changed our name to Medical Park. None of us really knew about it at the time, so we've been living in the Fruit Belt. Fruit Belt does not exist. It's been a plan going back for more, I would say, like 40 years. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to organize the neighborhood. As a matter of fact, in February of 2012, I founded an organization called the Fruit Belt McCarley Garden Housing Task Force. And the purpose of that task force really was to throw thunder punches at the throat of the medical campus until they left us alone. Primarily, we are an aggressive group because we had to take aggressive measures. Oftentimes, what happens with us is that we'll have outside entities coming into our neighborhoods saying, we want to help you. You know, we're here for you. Open Buffalo, okay? We're not going to talk about Open Buffalo. Okay, we'll talk about Open Buffalo. Now,
talk about it.
Yeah.
My check's already signed, so go ahead. Talk about it.
So, but usually these entities really are there to help themselves to us. And unfortunately, we're not real strategic thinkers, okay? So we're easily manipulated and fooled by the trappings of these entities coming in with whatever kind of resources that they claim that they want to share. It's never money. It's usually like, okay, well, we can do this for you, and we can do that. Like, for instance, right now, we're trying to get a community benefits agreement. And for those of you who are not familiar with this process, it's new to Buffalo. But it is such a powerful document, it could actually work to help keep us in our neighborhoods. A community benefits agreement basically is a legal binding contract between developers and the residents in the area that they're developing, okay? Right now, we're having issues with it. As a matter of fact, I was here at a meeting with Partnership for Public Good. They had a rollout agenda some time ago, and I stumbled across it. Didn't know it was at the top of the list. It has something to do with the medical campus and a community benefits agreement. I'm like, well, wait a minute. How can they have a community benefits agreement without the community? They were trying to get around us and create a community benefits agreement solely based on job workforce initiatives. The thing is this. We all need jobs, but we know the realities of even politicians coming in and talking about, oh, I'm going to create jobs, I'm going to create jobs. They've been creating jobs long before I've been born, and I've been here 49 years, okay? So the thing is this. We have other issues, like, for instance, when you talk about gentrification, that's our biggest issue right now, okay? And this is what we're trying to protect. We're not saying that raising property value is not a good thing. It's a great thing. But there are many individuals, especially when you're talking about our seniors, who are on fixed incomes, who's not going to be able to afford, okay, the high cost in their property taxes. They're just not going to be able to do it. Okay, and then we have, like, for instance, before Chapman built those matchbox townhouses, and believe me, they're only meant to last for about 15 years. Really, they are. They're matchbox houses, and the foundations were cracking before they put up those flimsy, structures. Yes, but the thing is this. Before that, our rental to homeowner ratio was at 72%. Now we've got like another investor. His name is Peter Jones. As a matter of fact, I've been renting a house from my pastor for eons. Well, he lost it. And this guy, Peter Jones, who's a bank investor, bought my house. Okay? But they're also buying a lot of other houses. The thing is this, and I have to say honestly, they're not doing it a bad way. But they're going after vacant houses, and they are doing a phenomenal job when it comes to restoring these houses. They're not demoing these houses. But the rent is, the cheapest rent is from $900 to $1,200. And what they're doing is they have a relationship with the medical campus because they're renting out to individuals, the people that move next to me, they're from Greece. Okay? They're from Greece. And it seems to me, I don't mind, I like diverse community. I raised my children on the west side. But at the same time, this is what we're seeing. We're being slowly ousted out. Absolutely. You see? We're being slowly ousted out. So, and then we've got, another issue that we're going to be addressing, and that is right now, Chapman has a partnership with Sinatra. Okay? Sinatra Development. We're not quite sure what that's for, but again, and I don't believe in chasing ghosts. However, we know that we have 3 critical areas that is really a threat to us, and that is gentrification, land banking, and eminent domain. Yes. We have those threats. And so we need to be strategic thinkers on our end. I mean, I have some wonderful people that I'm working with. It's just a few of us. And believe it or not, they come from UB. They come from UB, a retired professor and a couple of students. But they've been the primary workers in our area. And I'm sorry. No, I did that by accident. I'm sorry. I could talk y'all into next week and not break the sweat. But my whole thing is this, where we really need support, and that is number one, we need the truth, okay? We don't need to be fooled because many of us are getting sucked in to the lies being told to us. And also, we have to get to a point where, because we're always crying, well, we got to come together. We got to come together. Look, that's not going to happen because Ronnie is not going to conform to your thinking.
Right.
Ronnie is not going to do what the leadership wants Ronnie to do because the leadership thinks that they're going to get something out of this deal. It's just not going to happen. And you know what? I'm getting kind of emotional. They're pouring it out. But you know what? Thank you, because it's not often I get a chance to get it out of my system. Usually I go home and carry this, you see. But it's a tough battle. And I just thank God because I'm telling you, if it wasn't for him, I would not be in my right frame of mind. Because it's a hard fight, especially when you're doing it by yourself. But you know what? God has graced me. Because again, we kept a Civil War era building from being demolished. We saved McCarley Garden from being sold. We stopped with the cooperation of the city. We got them to stop giving land because what the city was doing, they gave Chapman the illegal designated developer status, which means that all city land in the fruit belt was to be designated to him for development. No one could purchase land in the fruit belt. If you had a lot adjacent to your home that you've been homesteading, you can forget it. You couldn't get it. And then at the same time, he was trying to force homeowners out of their homes using city inspections to do it. Yes. And he was only offering them $5,000 for their home, for his development plan. Wow. And this is where the battle came in against the residents, where they brought me into it, against the homeowners in St. John's. So if anybody really want to know why the residents of the Fruit Belt have a problem with Chapman and St. John's, that's why. Because they were bullying people out of their homes for redevelopment. And it's sad when our own people, and this is where they get us, when we turn on each other, because we want some of that money.
That's why it's not about people. You know what I mean? It's about systems. It's about how things operate. You can't look at a person because any of us, who knows how much money they're throwing some of these people. You know what I mean? If somebody put $5 million on the table for me, I don't know who I be.
I want to thank you for your comments and your commentary.